everything I said.
You know what? I would go Palutena versus the mid-tier zoner too. I don't blame him even a little bit. If I'm like, man, I really don't know this matchup, I would go Palutena too. That's probably the good choice there. And I'm not knocking Frozen's Palutena whatsoever. He is obviously one of the top Palos in New York, and New York has many, so that is no small compliment by any means.
But right off the bat, you just see him maybe like struggle with some of the can interactions already, like he ran into it a couple of times. Right now you just see Frozen maybe trying to get a little feel for it, but right now the can is on stage and unfortunately it's primed to go the wrong direction, so this is going to be super difficult for Sekai Doggo to get off of ledge, trying to get the forwarder into can, but once again the can was pointed towards the other side of the stage.
Okay. Not back to controls again. This is where Duggan is actually going to be at his best in this matchup. Advantage is going to be good for him as well, since Palutena tend to have some issues mixing up off ledge. However, big back air on the jump from Mr. Frozen.
Yes.
That's going to get stock. Doggo is one of those, and Duck and Dog in general, one of those characters that disadvantage is definitely the hardest part of the game. This kind of disadvantage is bad.
And that down tilt from Frozen was so good, just launching the kill right back at Doggo. And getting the conversion of the up air from the explosive flame and another nair into an explosive flame, which almost took the stock.
Oh, and he reacts to air dodge and you die.
Doggo, you have to watch out for your aerial defensive options against the Palutena, because Frozen is just ready to take the stock. That was a zero to death, I believe.
Nice. That's sick.
Wait.
That's sick. That's sick.
Excuse me?
Yeah, no, that's confirmed.
He got clay pigeon, down air, down air.
Yeah, I mean, the second down air wasn't true, but it's sick.
That was so sick. Oh my god.
Nasty. You're nice. What'd I say? Dude, sick nasty. He's nice.
I like the patience from Doggo as he waited out the jabs from Frozen, just like ready to get up attack that and reset neutral.
Yeah, and and admittedly though, while the confirmed Sig Nasty still not in a great position, Frozen still basically a full stock. Oh, hold up though. Another one. Uno más. Back here, nice. Okay.
Really nice clay pigeon confirms. I can't help but like wonder is Frozen able to SDI that at all? Or does he have to just hold that?
I think it's actually just a hard DI. I don't know what direction you have to DI. Or I think it's actually might be a DI mix-up. I'm not positive. Do not quote me. I don't know anything about this character, and I will openly admit that. And
I really like what Frozen did there. He used, oh my gosh, but the can coming back to hit him. I really like how Frozen is using all of like the active like projectiles and hitboxes just to like sort of extend his own hitboxes. Like you see him doing with the down smash there. He wouldn't normally do that on shield. He did that specifically because he could hit something along the way.
And that's like I just kind of realized, nice fair. Not quite yet. But that's like is actually really huge versus can because you're that's extended off the can and it's enough. Kind of scary there. Could have potentially blown up and maybe had to attack. But either way, Frozen in position where he wins the game number 1. It was in fact a JV.
Yeah, JV2.
JV2. I'm like crazy.
I like that Frozen committed to the runoff nair as opposed to another down tilt, because it's like, okay, this is Duck Hunt. Here's one of the most vulnerable recoveries in the game. Slow moving, and the only thing that he can do to really protect himself is have a can in front of him.
Right.
However, when you Palutena and you have something that's so active and so disjointed, you know, you just invalidate can, and there you go. Duck Hunt is just gonna get blown up by it.
Right. And disjoints in general kind of get Duck in a lot of trouble, especially disjoints attached to fast characters. That is kind of your recipe for characters that beat zoners, disjoint and fast. And Palutena obviously has both of those things. Kind of can make Duck Hunt's life a hell. A character that's like not too fast, pretty slow, bad aim mobility, bad disadvantage, and kind of a perfect storm for Palutena in terms of match spear. It kind of just works out for her.
But you see what Doggo's using a lot is he's making the most out of his Flame 1 cannon clay pigeon. Especially like out of a lot of strings, because very similar to Grenade and Snake's Grenade in a sense. It's just going to blow them both up and reset neutral.
It is like a big trade, and it is a little bit stronger than Grenades, in fact, in terms of kill power. But here's the only thing is that because you are trading, you have to have a percent lead nearly all the time, where Snake doesn't really mind trading at a percent loss just because he's heavy. And Duck Hunt is not. Duck Hunt is rather in the mid-weight of the guys.
Really good explosive flame, just catching like Doggo's overcommitment to his zoning, because like he wants to like play his game, he wants to play back, and Palutena is just really not going to let him. I think that was a misinputted F smash from Frozen. I don't know what exactly he was looking for. Perhaps maybe an F tilt just to push him off.
Yeah, certainly not an F smash at
or even a dash attack.
Yeah. Ooh, Dash is in there. Not able to get shielded out in time.
Okay, now, like, Frozen is... I really like the way that Frozen is pacing this. He's just, like, waiting to see what Doggo is doing so that he could maybe capitalize on it.
Ooh. Stuck in the corner right now, though, is Doggo. Just completely out. That's a huge again, and that is a nice gunman. That is the strong one coming out and killing there. There actually are different gunmen. I get exactly what the difference is, but I know the short, stubby one with the poncho is the really strong one.
Yep. And like once again, like you see Doggo like overcommitting at long range to like throwing his can with F tilt, and Frozen just gonna respond by just explosive flaming him for free.
And that is another mix that Duckin does have out of the up B. He can aerial out of it. So just another option for him once if he ever has to go high. Obviously, that mix is limited against. Oh goodness, that was a hard read. Did not pan out, but no punish. So
yeah, it was a hard read, but honestly,
hold up,
he's reading a whole different book.
Yeah.
I really like the use of the can here, just to like aggressively like stuff out Frozen's attempt to flame him, like with the down tilt. So just like a really great way of just like saying get off. But that is gonna be the down throw into the flame trap because Doggo unfortunately air dodged in, using the most out of his air dodge to come back onto stage.
Ooh, dash tag not safe. Doggo not with a big punish, but back is going to catch on the roll in, and Frozen a decent lead here. Duckin, as we mentioned, has trouble killing, but not if you get the confirms. Barely missing out.
Yes, he barely missed on the execution there, though he had the right idea. Right now, I feel like Frozen's had like a pretty dominating lead this entire set. Not dominating, but like just like a gentle lead of he always had the percent advantage, he always had the stock advantage.
It hasn't yet felt like once Frozen has been at a disadvantage.
Missing up his reverse neutral B. Definitely was not intending to explosive flame the other direction.
Ooh, big nair for Frozen, putting Duckin back in the corner again. Advantage for Frozen, this should be a stock. Ooh, shocked that did not catch the air dodge in. That move lingers for a absurd amount of time. I think like 17 or so frames. So wow, that's so connected.
I love that like movement from Frozen because he's...
Off he goes. Duckin, unfortunately, going to be out of the tournament. However, though, a valiant performance at the very least from our invader from Chile. Did an excellent job. Shoutouts to Duckin in the chat. All of you spamming your dog emojis, emotes. That's not what they're called on Twitch. They're called emotes.